If you want to learn how to make egg rolls in bulk, then this video is for you. Hi faves, let's make it together. You're going to love this video because it's so explanatory and very detailed. Now let's get into the thick of it. First thing first, you want to boil your eggs. I'm boiling a total of 42 eggs because I'm making 42 egg rolls in this recipe. Now I'm going to add some salt to it to add some flavor, taste, whichever one. I'll also be adding some more water to this, and I will allow the water to cover the eggs. I'll cover this and let it boil for 25 to 35 minutes because I want it to be properly boiled. I don't want a case where I'll be working with half-boiled eggs. No, I want a fully boiled egg. After 35 to 25 minutes, my eggs are already boiled. I'm going to transfer this to some cold water. You can peel them under running water, or you can just add some ice to a bowl and peel your eggs in there, whichever one works for you. So now I'm going to take out the eggs and I will be peeling them shortly. One egg peeling hack tip you should know is that when you are peeling your egg, let it run under water and it will come, the peels will come off easily, like it's not get stuck to it. So if you struggle with peeling eggs, just make sure that you are peeling under running water, or you are peeling eggs that you have submerged in water before you start to peel. This is like a very important step in this recipe because you have to show people how to peel the egg. You see, it's not always perfect. Sometimes something will just go wrong. You have to show people how to peel the eggs because some people might just leave that egg like that with the shell and just wrap their dough around it. No, you have to peel that egg. You have to take out the shell. And one thing I like to do with my shell is I like to mix curry powder with it. So all of these shells now, I will not be throwing them away. If you know me, you know that I am anti-waste. I do not like food waste, and I usually think of ways that I can repurpose food waste into something that can be used in the kitchen. So all these shells, I will not be throwing them away. I will be saving them, and I will transfer them to maybe the sun or my microwave to dry them. I will blend these shells and I will be using them for scoring powder. Now our eggs are ready. They are well peeled and all of that good stuff, and I'm just going to set aside. Now let's move to the flour. We're going to be using, for this recipe, we're going to be using 3 kg of flour. So you're going to sieve your flour very well. Note that sieving your flour is an important part of your recipe. You want to sieve that flour to get rid of any impurities that might be in there. You need to sieve your flour, okay? So I'm just going to be doing this in bits, and if you notice, I'm using like this big bath to mix my flour. Please note that this bath has not been used to wash clothes or anything. I bought this bath specifically for the purpose of this video. So this is like a new bath. You need a large container to mix your flour if you are making in bulk. So yeah, you need a large container to mix your flour. So that was why I bought this bath, or this plastic. It's called bath in Nigeria. Don't mind me if you use. That was why I bought this plastic for the sole purpose of this video, to show you. Okay, so you need to continue to sieve your flour and all of that to ensure that you know what you are eating, what you are putting into your stomach. Because bulk cooking, you're not cooking for just yourself, you're cooking for a lot of people, and a lot of people like Some people have like fragile stomachs and all of that, and maybe when they eat anything that does not tally, they will start to react or be one thing like that. So you need to be really careful. You need to make sure that your cleanliness is up to the up to top notch. Now we're going to be adding some sugar to this. I'll be using 250 grams of sugar for this recipe, and then I'm going to be using 3 teaspoons of salt, not tablespoon. Please note, I'll list the ingredients in the description box though. 3 tablespoons of salt. We're also going to be using baking powder for this recipe, and I'll be using 3 tablespoons of baking powder. Full, you want I keep making mistake. Teaspoons. I'm using 2 teaspoons of yeast as well. I'm not using tablespoons. Don't worry, I'll list the ingredients in the caption. Now we're using butter, and we're also going to be adding some nutmeg to this and half a cup of milk to this. Like I was saying, you want your cleanliness standard to be top notch, so I used gloves to mix all of this. We used glove to mix all of this because it wasn't me that was mixing this. Okay. So don't worry about the measurements. I will leave them in the description box for you to see. So now you want to ensure that the butter is well incorporated with that flour. You want the butter and the flour to marry themselves. Let them have a good relationship. You need to mix this really well because you don't want like some part to be buttered and some parts not be buttered. So my dear, if you're at home and maybe you don't have gloves, you can totally wash your hands and use your hand to mix that thing properly. Use your hand to mix it well, but for the sake of this video, we have to keep it clean. We'll be using gloves to mix our flour, but when you want to mold your egg roll, you need to use your bare hands. So please note that gloves will not work when you want to mold your egg roll. So that's why before you enter the kitchen, you need to always wash your hands very well. Yeah. So just keep mixing and mixing and mixing until everything is well combined. You can even use this as a business. If you watch this video, you can even learn how to start your own egg roll business and make a lot of money for it. This 2023, women need to empower themselves. Everybody needs to empower themselves and look for extra sources of income. So you can sell this on the side, maybe like a side hustle, or like something you just do. Maybe if you have a family gathering and you need to make snacks for them, watch this video and just learn how to make it yourself. You don't have to order from people that sell if you follow the steps that I'm showing you in this video. Okay. Now, so after I am done mixing like this is already ready, and I'm going to be adding some water to it. I'll be using 7 cups of water for this recipe, so I'm just going to add it gradually. I'm going to add the water gradually. I'll add 3 first, then I'll start to mix. So as I continue to mix, I will be adding more water. So yeah, just mix like that. You want to be careful at this point so that you do not form lumps. So you can see the way she's carrying the flour front, back, like that, as if she's folding everything to the middle. That's how you mix. You keep bringing everything to the middle and then you stretch your hand forward. That's how to mix. So I've added 1 more cup of water now, but our flour is not looking like it is coming together. So I'm just going to keep kneading and adding my water in bits. Yes, so you bring everything to the middle like you can see I do in this video. So like I was saying, you can use this recipe to make your own bulk egg roll if you have like maybe a party or anything that you need to use egg roll for, or you can even start a side hustle by watching this video and learning how to make egg roll in bulk at home. This is something that people pay like money for, so please do well to like this video as a way to say thank you, Gracie, for showing me how to make egg roll in bulk. I am begging you, like this video, share it to your friends and your family, and they will thank you for it because you would have impacted them in a positive way. Okay, and if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel at this point, kilo day, after all this value that I'm giving you, are you trying to use the fear God? Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now I beg you. Okay, now she's going to continue to mix that. You want to mix properly to avoid any form, shape or lumps, because we're not dealing with a lumpy dough here. Okay, so just watch her continue to mix. You know your dough is ready to be used once you get something that looks like this. I'm going to go in with my hands now to feel it, and you see there are no lumps. This dough is lump free and it's not sticking to my hand. So I wanted to show you 3 steps on how you can roll your egg roll. That's also a very important. You dip your hand in flour. You dip one hand in flour. You pick up your egg. No, you pick up your egg and then you maybe like you put it in this thing, and then you cut your dough out. You fold it in a bit and then you place the flat part of your egg, not the pointed part, or the flat part of your egg. Then you use your hands, like your thumb, to make sure that the dough covers the egg like that. Then you cut out the excesses, you see. Then you use your other floured hand. The other palm that you are holding the egg roll will not have any flour, but one will have flour, the other one will not have flour. Then you use to roll it into round balls. This is how you achieve that round egg roll shape. There are some people that you will see their egg will pop out when they are frying. If you try this way, your egg will never pop out when you are frying. Now, like I told you earlier on, you add flour to one hand, there's no flour on the other hand. This is a rough dough. She'll place the flat surface of the egg, and then she'll use her thumb to gradually lift the dough to cover the egg roll, cut out the excess, flour her hands more to avoid it sticking to her hands, and then you see, cut out the excess again, and then continue to bounce the dough in her hand like a ball. That is the second method to rolling your egg roll, so that you're not gonna make dough finish, you don't know how to roll the egg roll. You see, she will bounce it in her hand like a ball, like that. See that perfect shape. Now let's talk about the third method. You cut out the dough as usual, cut it into size. Just use your hand to flatten it a bit. The other time she folded it in a bit, but now she's just using her hand to flatten it. You're using don't forget that you're using the flat part of your egg. You're placing it up, and the pointed part is placed. The flat part is down and the pointed part is up. Now you would also be cutting out the excesses and using your hands to like press the egg roll together to form that round bally shape. Okay, So that's basically it about rolling egg roll. There's no hard, and if there's no hard thing here, and if you keep doing this practice, like they say, makes perfect. Before you know it, you'll be an egg roll rolling pro. Okay, so just keep on making sure that that ball is round, like you can see her do. You do it like that, and see, you see, perfection. Now let's get to frying our egg roll. In a pan, you're going to add some oil. Just like puff puff, you need to use plenty oil, enough to cover the egg. Yes, enough to cover the egg. Once the oil covers the egg, it's going to fry evenly and finely and all of that good stuff. But once the oil does not cover the egg, your egg roll might end up looking funny. So you need plenty of oil for this. I actually bought 5 kg of vegetable oil for this recipe, but I didn't end up using everything. Okay, I didn't end up using everything. So once we pour our vegetable oil in it, to be sure that your vegetable oil is hot, you need to like take some dough and put it in the oil. If it does not react, the oil is not yet hot. So now our oil is hot and we're going to fry that egg roll. Fry that your egg rolls. Okay. Some people will say, okay, so Velvety, how do I know when my egg roll is ready? When it looks golden brown and when you take it out of the oil, it's not looking soaked. Like when you take it out of the oil for a while, the exterior is looking dry. You see what I said about the oil covering the egg roll? This egg roll was already starting to burn because I didn't flip it in time, and I'm guessing that I'm using a wrong pan now because it's burning my egg roll, which I don't like. So I'm just going to continue to flip this to avoid that wahala. So like I was saying, Jerry, how do you know when your egg roll is ready? When you take it out of the oil and the oil is not looking as if it's soaked, is oil soaked, and it is golden brown, you know your egg roll is ready. So, and you also want to work with medium heat so that your egg roll does not soak up oil. There are some egg rolls that I will see, they'll be looking funny. No, this is not the type of egg roll that we are making here. We are making correct, confirmed egg roll that you can even sell. Okay, so I'm going to just continue to flip over like so and fry until my egg roll is golden brown. You can see that the exterior has already started to turn slightly brown. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Now our egg roll is ready. Look at that. You can see from the outside that this thing is ready, and look at how pretty it looks. Hi, this is perfection. Like, this is perfection, faves. This is perfection. Our egg roll is ready, and I'm just going to take it out of the oil. I didn't like the pan that I was using before, so I changed the pan to a denser one, and yes, so that the egg can, I don't like the fact that it burnt the other time. It didn't come out so bad, but I don't like that for my egg roll. So now we're going to be frying in a denser pot so that the oil is more, I don't know the word to use, but you understand, right? So that it covers it ahead, so that the oil covers it. I told you earlier on that when you're making your egg roll, just like puff puff, you need a lot of oil and you need it to cover it so that it can give you that egg roll vibe, not that one part will be burnt and all of that. Now you're going to fry this. Look at this beauty. This is beauty. This is perfection in its rare form. Okay, look at how this is frying pretty. And one of the tips of making egg roll is that you want the egg roll to be plenty in the pot, so that they do not really have like so much space to be moving around like that. And that was what I couldn't achieve with that other pan, so I had to like take it out of that pan and transfer to a denser pot. Now I'm going to try to flip this egg roll over, like you can see me do. I'm going to try to flip it over. I know it looks quite golden brown here, but it is not ready. And I'm also doing this on medium heat, not high heat, or else the exterior of the egg roll will just burn and you will not even, it will not be nice at all. So at this point, my egg roll was ready. Hey, this is looking so beautiful. Look at that. Imagine that you are selling this kind of egg roll. You will have plenty customers because this is giving everything that it needs to give. Gee. Don't mind me. I can be goofy like this, but I love food and I am not shy about it. So yes, our egg rolls are ready, and this is just so perfect. I want you to watch this video, share it to your friends, share it to your family members, share it to your haters, because they need to also make money this 2023. Okay, we also made buns out of the remaining flour. Yeah, so this is going to give us about 30 pieces of buns and 40 pieces of egg roll. Thank you so much for watching this video, my faves. Don't, like I said earlier, I will leave the detailed measurements in the description box for you to see, and I will see you in my next one. Look at the final outcome of our egg roll. Bye faves, I'll see you later. Bye.